Hey gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, January 14th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We have archives at the top of the page, some great television and radio history up there that you can check out, some old TV commercials. How about if I say TV commercials for radio stations? Okay, there we go. Back in the days when radio stations actually bought advertising on TV. So you got that stuff up there and just some great old television history, some old weather forecasters, some old sports stuff. It's just great stuff with the Video Village and the Wayback Machine. And then we run eye candy right along here. And I have an apology because yesterday I said go check out the eye candy because somebody made a Simpsons porno and we got a clip of the whole thing. And then we were not able to acquire it and get it up in time. So we put it up late in the day, but we're going to run it all weekend. I just have a little audio here. Just this is the guy who does Homer Simpson, by the way. Just listen to this.
Oh, Homer!
There's Marge.
Oh, Marge. Oh, Marge. Oh, Marjorie. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, okay, Homer. All right, that's enough. So, anyhow, go check out the eye candy right now. You can see the entire thing. All right, a new study suggests that men prefer women who have previously been dumped. Jennifer Aniston could not be reached for comment because she was busy having dinner with her cat. We got football all weekend long. And again, this version of the Daily Dose is going to run all weekend, including Monday. We won't have a new one on Monday because it's a holiday, even though I'm going to be working on the big 550 KTRS. Oh, don't forget, Smash is with us every Friday. Eric Mink on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the ladies. Thursday, professional comedian Joe Marlotti. And every Friday, Smash is in the studio with me in the 11 o'clock hour. Again, all of this on the big 550 KTRS. So we're on every day from 10 in the morning until 1 o'clock. But the trash talking between the Jets and the New England Patriots is getting hilarious. You know, Bill Belichick, the cheating head coach of the New England Patriots, is like this stoic, rock-hard, can't-be-fussed-with sort of guy. And the Jets are like, nah, we're going to try anyhow. And now they're going back and forth. And New England Patriots receiver Wes Walker had a little news conference yesterday, and they bring some of the players in, and he mentioned feet 11 times in like 5 minutes. And a lot of people are thinking it's because of this whole problem with Rex Ryan, the head coach of the Jets, and this little problem we have with his wife in a video involving a foot fetish. This is getting wild, folks, getting wild. The Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way, are 3-point favorites over Baltimore. That's at Pittsburgh. It should be snowing there, by the way, on Saturday. Tomorrow, the 7 o'clock game, Atlanta is favored by 2.5 over the Packers. That's in Atlanta. Sunday, the Bears are 10-point favorites over the Seattle Seahawks. It'll just be cold there, no snow. That's the noon game. And then Sunday, Patriots are favored by 8.5 over the New York Jets. All right. This is sort of like what I felt like when I found out there was no Santa Claus. All right. Christina Hendricks from Mad Men, this just incredible busty redhead who is just Zoftic and just wonderful to look at. And she's been getting a lot of kudos lately because, you know, people say you don't have to be skinny to be, you know, attractive because there's just too many skinny women. And I've been saying this for years. You know, when a woman is wearing a dress, it should not look like it's still on the hanger, okay? So Christina Hendricks has got these giant boobs and just larger than life visual persona. Well, she posed for something in Playboy magazine in 1999. She was in a bikini, and all you have to do is look at the pictures, and it's very, very obvious that she had massive breast implants. All along, we were thinking that those were natural, and they ain't. Thanks, Christina. Go ahead, burst my bubble. Kill a young boy's dream. Out magazine has published the results of its first ever sex and love survey, and they asked gay men, if you were going to cheat on your lover, who would you cheat with your lover on? And the number one answer was Ryan Reynolds. I could see that. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal got some votes, Ricky Martin, James Franco, who has been rumored to be gay, even though I guess he's been denying it, and some guy on 30 Rock always said Matthew McConaughey, and back in the day, before he ballooned out to be a giant tub of goo, Back in the day, Val Kilmer, I thought was a really, really handsome guy, and I'm a flaming heterosexual. Adam Sandler is going to play Andy Samberg's dad in a movie. Andy Samberg from Saturday Night Live. Adam is 44, Andy is 32, but they're going to try and pull this off anyhow. The movie is called I Hate You, Dad, and you can look for that. I think it's sometime next year. The Green Hornet movie comes out today with Seth Rogen, and he said that, well, first of all, the character is a spoiled, hard-partying, trust fund baby before he becomes a superhero. And Seth says he based the character on Paris Hilton. All right, I can see that too. All right, they tried to get a little life out of the Charlie's Angels franchise there a couple of years ago, made some Charlie's Angels movies, and now ABC TV has come along and said, yeah, we think we might be able to squeeze a little more out of this. So they've got Drew Barrymore as one of the executive producers, and they're looking for Charlie's Angels right now. They're going to come out with ABC has ordered a new Charlie's Angels pilot, so we'll see if that turns into a TV show. 30.8 million viewers watching the President of the United States at that memorial service in Tucson the other night. That's a lot. You know, there was an old joke that Norm Macdonald did on Saturday Night Live back when he was doing Weekend Update. So I guess you got to go back about 15 years for that. But it was a story about this guy who, I think he was a hotel clerk or something like that. And some guy came in to rob the place. And in the process of robbing the place, the robber pulls out a gun and shoots the guy. And the bullet hits him in the chest, but the guy has a knife in his shirt pocket, and the bullet hits the knife, ricochets off, and the guy walks away without a scratch. And Norm Macdonald said, yeah, we live in a... I'm not going to try and do it. Sometimes I have fun imitating Norm Macdonald there, yeah. So he said, we know we live in a violent society when people are getting shot in the knife. All right, along those same lines, it's a great joke, by the way. You can never have too many credit cards, apparently. In Germany, a 31-year-old bouncer survived when a drunk guy tried to stab him. The knife hit his wallet in his breast pocket. He had 20 credit cards, and the credit cards kept the guy from getting stabbed in the chest. If you thought that TV show, I think it's called Bleep My Dad Says, with William Shatner, okay, if you thought that was sort of a risque title for a situation comedy, get ready. ABC, I'm not making this up, I swear to God, ABC is planning to pick up a new show called Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23. Okay. All right, Bill Maher is back starting tonight, if you're watching this on Friday on HBO. Of course, it reruns all weekend long and all week. 9th season premiere on HBO. Martin Short is going to be on. Assistant to the President, Elizabeth Warren, and Democratic strategist James Carville. The man looks like a snake, folks. Funny or Die. This is a television show that I've been telling you about. Adam McKay and Will Ferrell, formerly of Saturday Night Live, they collaborated on the movie Anchorman, and they got this thing called Funny or Die. It airs after Bill Maher on HBO, and it's back on again tonight. As I said, an acquired taste. Some of the stuff is so outrageously funny, and it's really hard to find things to recommend that are different. We talked about Tosh.0 on Comedy Central. It's different, and Funny or Die, if you haven't seen it, is also different. Some of the stuff just goes on a little too long and isn't funny, but the stuff that hits is just unbelievable. And this announcer guy they got, who is like a guy who's in his late 60s with horn-rimmed glasses and an old suit, this guy is freaking hilarious. So, got to watch that. The 2011 Miss America pageant is on this weekend. I don't know who this show is for anymore. I don't know who watches it. I mean, when I was a kid, you watched the Miss America pageant, and these beauty pageants just seem, like watching reruns of the Arthur Godfrey show or something. They just don't look like they're from not only this century, but even the last century. And then, like one of the judges is Joy Behar from The View. Yeah, because when I think of glamorous young women, the name Joy Behar really just jumps right out at me. Saturday Night Live, Gwyneth Paltrow is going to be guest hosting. And, of course, the Golden Globes, we've talked about this before on the air, the awards themselves are worth nothing. This is like 85 people, Foreign Press Association, and they're totally bogus and completely corrupt, and they don't mean a damn thing. But the TV show is fabulous. Ricky Gervais is hosting, and there's no fillers, in the crowd, and no executive producers and stuff like that. Everybody who's at the tables, they put like 10 or 12 people at the table, and it's all movie stars. The whole thing is movie stars. No fillers, nobody that you look in the crowd, I don't know who that person is. So that's what sort of makes it different. As I said, the awards themselves are totally bogus, but the show is pretty good. All right, this is the anniversary of back in 1968. The Super Bowl number 2, the Green Bay Packers won, beating the Oakland Raiders 33-14. Bart Starr was the game's MVP. Guess how much tickets were to the Super Bowl in 1968? Wrong. $12. And of course, as everybody knows, Super Bowl tickets today have ballooned all the way out to $17.95. All right, birthdays. If you're going to the winter warm-up for the Cardinals this weekend and you see Albert Pujols, make sure you say happy birthday. He's turning, well, this says 31. Let me tell you something. Albert is 40 years old if it's a day. All right? 31 years old, this just makes me laugh hysterically. There was a guy by the name of Rene Arocha, who was a relief pitcher for the Cardinals, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. And they said this guy was 27 years old. And when you looked at him, the guy had gray hair and prostate trouble. Some of these guys, coming out of the Dominican and stuff like that, I just don't think they keep birth records or something. I would venture to say there is a 0 chance that Albert Pujols is 31, but that's what the thing says, so whatever. It's also Dizzy Dean's birthday this weekend. Well, it would have been. He's not alive anymore. He died in 1974. But, Dizzy Dean used to be a pitcher, and somebody asked him once, what was the hardest ball ever hit off of you? And it was one of the funniest answers. And the thing about it is, he answered without even missing a beat. He was like, what's the hardest ball ever hit on you? And Dizzy just went into it. He says, Jimmy, with that goofy southern drawl, he said, Jimmy Fox, once when I was pitching, I threw Jimmy Fox a fastball, and he hit a line drive back at me, went between my legs, and the center fielder caught it on a fly ball. Dizzy. They broke the mold after Dizzy Dean. And Andy Rooney is turning 92 years old this weekend. I have tremendous, whether you like Andy Rooney or not doesn't matter, I have tremendous respect and admiration for anybody who's 92 years old and just think about what it must take just to get up out of bed every day, just to sort of get yourself cleaned up, getting in and out of the shower, just shaving and getting your clothes on, bending over and just getting your shoes tied, and then, getting out of the house, going through the snow and the ice and the bad weather and the cold, and getting, in a car or on a subway or something like that and going into the city. I just think it's amazing. 92 years old, and that guy goes into work every day. It's just incredible. All right, what else we got here? Next week on the showgram on the Big 550 KTRS, we're going to have Kathleen Madigan, hometown comedian, and one of our favorite people to have on the show. And we'll see what else we can toss together for you. All right, so that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Lots going on here. In the meantime, that's it. JC's Daily Dose for Friday, January 14th. You want to hear that again, by the way?
Oh, Homer.
Yeah?
Oh, Marge.
Oh, Marge.
Oh, Marge.
Marge.
Oh, Marjorie. Oh, yeah.
No, that's it. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.